Jai from New Zealand. Hi, Masters. Good evening for New Zealand Masters. And today our host Krishna is from Delhi in 2014. So his mother from Hindupur. He's conducting part of multiple PSM projects, and he worked on developing Pyramids Everywhere website. Made a documentary on pyramids. Currently working for a PMC Kannada channel. Please, Krishna, you can go ahead now.
Yeah. Hello, Dashrath, and hello, Jay, and PSS New Zealand. Good evening, everyone. So, as I've been introduced, I came to meditation in 2004, not in 2014. So, through my mother, I came to meditation. Initially, I didn't practice any meditation. When I was in class 8, when I came to know about this in a small town called as Hindupur, my thought process was like, why should I do this meditation? I'm good, I'm healthy, my academics are good, my sports are good. So why should I do? So that was the thought process which I had in my mind. So my thought process was like, unless something is good for me, unless something is beneficial for me, so why should I do this? So I was very clear on this. But later on, when we moved on from Andhra Pradesh to Karnataka, so after my class 10th, in the year 2008, I came to plus one, that is inter first year. So I went into a state of depression because all of a sudden I lost my friends. And the plan was like, once I finish my class 10, go to Hyderabad or Vijayawada and go to Vizag Geetham's college. That was my plan. So that was my thought process. But all of a sudden, due to family circumstances, we came to Bangalore, as my entire family is in Bangalore. So I went into a state of depression. I know meditation, but I was not practicing it because my thought process was like, everything is good. Why should I do? So then my mom said, your academics are not good. First of all, you yourself, you're not good. You are not at all accurate of what you're doing. You're not confident of what you're doing. Why don't you try doing meditation? So that was the year 2008. I started practicing meditation to understand whether it will help me or not, whether it will change my thought process or not. So the moment I started doing meditation, there were many changes happening in my life. Okay. So as I said, being very good in academics, when I came back to Karnataka, my academics fell down. So I came to 70%, 67%. So even my sports, because my thought process was not good. I was always depressed. My thought process was like, so why should I live? I'm not happy. I was not speaking to anyone. But the moment I started doing meditation, I did 100 days Mandala Dhyana. So initially for first 30, 40 days, there were many, disturbances coming into my mind when I was doing meditation. But over a period of time, as and when the practice started increasing, there was a point in time which is called as, turning point, I can say. One day when I was doing meditation, all of a sudden everything became quiet. Initially, I thought I was sleeping, but I was not sleeping. I was aware of what was happening. When I was doing meditation, my dad came next to me. He was doing some work. I was aware of it, but there was nothing in my mind. It was in a clear state. That was the day I understood what is meditation and why, and what is its impact in the someone's mind or else in someone's thought process. So after that session, when I was done with my meditation, I could see myself in a very beautiful place. I can say like, I was not depressed. I was like, I was good. I told my mother, today I'm feeling better. Today I'm feeling good. Some changes happened in my life, and some changes happened inside me. She said, that's what meditation gives you. That's when I understood like this meditation has a very good impact on the thought process. And second thing is that thought process, impact not just came to me within a couple of days. It took me around 40 days of regular practice of meditation. What exactly happened when my thought process is changed is, instead of questioning why this is happening in my life, my thought process was like, why it should not happen. So from why to why not was the first, I can say, satori. It is called as turning point. So if few things happens in our life, we think like, why is it happening to me? So why don't we think, why is it not happening to me? So that was the first change that happened in my life. And second thing is, instead of thinking about the problem, my thought process changed to thinking about the solution. So I was weak in math. So trigonometry, as everyone know, I was weak in trigonometry. I was doing some math. I couldn't do it. So then I thought like, morning there is a change in me. I thought like, why not? So instead of thinking about the problem, why should I think about the solution? There are multiple ways. So like this, there were few changes which helped me a lot by doing meditation. But over a period of time, what I understood is, yes, there are out of body experiences, there is walk in everything. But end of the day, in order to experience all of those things, we should live in the body, and the body is controlled by mind, and internally this mind is controlled by the thoughts. So today I would like to speak about the thoughts, which is a very basic aspect of everyone's life. He might be a meditator, non-meditator, master, grandmaster, whomsoever it is. Unless and until his thought process is clear, he cannot speak up anything. If his thought process is not clear, he cannot act on anything. So that's why thoughts play a very important role, and how the thought should be. So before we are speaking about thoughts, let us speak about something called as intent. Intent means, uh, I can relate it in this way. I have a sun. What the sun do? It will release a beam of rays. So I can tell beam of rays as thoughts. Okay, intent and thoughts. So intent means sankalpa shakti, like how you are thinking, like the amount of the, or else I can say the magnitude of thinking. So how strong you are. If your intent is strong, the thoughts will be strong. If your intent is not strong, the thoughts are not strong. So if one thought can impact so much in your life, so then think about the intent, which is the source of a thought, how much impact it will do. That's why everyone says keep your intent clean. Often, I am a cricket fan. Often, Kohli speaks, we have to keep our intent. We have to keep our intent strong. So, what does that intent mean? Is so how we are thinking inside. Like, what is our exact source of thought? Is it clear? Is it crystal clear? And is it clean? If it is not clear, we cannot do any work. So, thoughts play a very important role. So, I'm speaking how thoughts play important role. Thoughts play a very important role in relationships. Thoughts play a very important role in actions. Thoughts play a very important role in speaking. I'll quote few examples. Let us take husband and wife. Okay, my let us take my case scenario. So my wife, she is a doctor, and we discuss few things what happens in our life. So recently we came across an argument. So everything ended. There was some bit of discussion and arguments. Everything it happens. Once that got ended, I came back to my normal work. She went to her normal work. But there was a thought running in my mind. Next time when she speaks like this, I should speak like that. Next time when she counters this, I should encounter in the other way. So what exactly is happening there? Means I am giving a source of thought for another argument. I am giving a source of thought for another discussion. I am giving a source of thought for another fight. Okay, because you are welcoming it. Next time when it happens, I should behave like this. See, your thought process is taking you to a place where it is leading to a disaster also. Same thing happens in our corporate life also, because being in corporates, we came across many politics, and we came across that happens in life because that is life. So we will think, Are yaar, he is speaking like this. Next time I should act in this way. Means next time, the word next time, the thought next time, that is creating wonders or that is creating disasters. So that is completely dependent upon a person. So why do we do that? So we have to keep our thoughts clear. So at least getting to a point like I should keep my thoughts clear. Okay, when do we come across this thing? Is when we are aware of the current situation. So next thing comes something called as awareness. When does awareness come? So I am speaking to you guys now. So my thought process and my awareness should be speaking to you people only. I should not think about playing cricket. I should not think about the lockdown happening here. So awareness comes from the present moment. So for all these things, what is controlling is the mind. So how the mind will be in present situation is, when you are working, you should be on the work. When you are speaking, you should be on the, whatever the lecture you are giving. So that living in present moment comes when your mind is crystal clear and when your mind is clean. So in order to make that mind empty, this meditation is a tool. Okay. So this is my understanding of thought process. And second thing is the thoughts. As I said, this is regarding for relationships, like an argument. Second thing is, so thoughts in actions. So when you are going to act on something, or else when you're going to perform an activity, why don't you put a question to yourself? Is it right at this point of time? And second thing is, am I doing correct? These two questions can change your life in multiple ways. It might be anything. Okay. In the same way, when you are speaking with others, first thing is, am I speaking right? Just put a question to yourself. Am I speaking right? And am I speaking to the point? Beating around the bush is not the solution for many things. That's what my personal experience so far being in spiritual science. So second thing is, as I said about thoughts in day-to-day life. And when does you get a clear thought? Yes, we are doing meditation. That is good. Our mind is clear. But even then, the physical body also plays a very important role in your journey or else in your physical life. So the way means the food we take also plays a very important role on our thought process. Everyone says sattvic. So what does sattvic mean? According to me, sattvic means eating fresh, eating lively, eating food with more of juices. That is sattvic. Because when I used to think before marriage, yes, I used to do meditation. There was change in my thought process. Everything was good. But once when I got married, my wife is a naturopath doctor, so she started experimenting these things at home. The foods we eat, okay, which are lively and green. On that day, my physical body condition is different and my mind condition is different. Whereas a day when I go for a burger, pizza, or a party, so my physical body condition is different, my mind is different, my thoughts are different, my actions are different. So what I understood here is everything is linked to each other. How we speak, how we act, and what we intake, everything depends upon us. So that is redirecting to our mind. So if you are strong in your mind, I should not speak, or else I should not go for this and I should not go for that, obviously will not go. And second thing is thoughts are related to choice. So today it was my choice to conduct a session for you guys. So if my choice was good, I came here. If my choice was like, so why should I take? I would have gone out, or else I would have get into some other work. So thoughts have an impact on choices. Thoughts have an impact on relationships. Thoughts have an impact on actions, and the same way thoughts have an impact on speaking. So thoughts is impacting everywhere. So according to me, thoughts play a very important role in one's life. If someone can control their thoughts, or else if someone have a control of their thoughts, or else if someone is aware of what is happening inside their mind, then he is a perfect master, is according to me. So I'll take few questions now and I'll extend the session. I want to share a small lesson, or a small, I can say, story after this. Any questions so far?
This now that's fine. I don't have any like particular more questions. Dashat,
Okay.
do you have any questions?
Okay. Then let me continue.
Oh yeah.
So as we are speaking about thoughts, right? So there is a beautiful story. So what exactly happened in that story was there will be a traveler who is very good. He hasn't done any harm to anyone, and he doesn't have any thought of committing any crime to anyone. So basically, what happens when he's traveling from one place to another place? So he gets tired and he wants to take some rest. So he stays in a place, okay, where a family stays there and a group of people stays there, and along with them there will be a cow and a beautiful calf, a newborn calf. So that person falls in love with the calf. Okay, so he will be staying there for 2 to 3 days, and he will eat the food whatever they have provided. Okay, so after eating that food, after being in that place for over a period of time, he likes that calf very much. So his thought process will be, it will be like at the end of the day, he will think like, this is a very good calf. I want it at any cost, so I will steal it. So on the after the day three, when everyone was sleeping, he will take away the calf from the mother and he will go away. And when he goes half the distance, he will realize, what am I doing? Is this correct? Am I separating a baby and a mother? Again, goes back to that house and he will hand over the calf and he will tell them, I'm sorry, I couldn't have done this, and I'm really not sure what is happening here. Out of curiosity, he will ask, who are you guys and what do you do? Then they will say, we are thieves. Whatever you have served, whatever is in this house, we have, after thefting from other places, we have got it here. So then he will understand whatever he has eaten, whatever he has spoken over there over a period of time, their thoughts has influenced him. See, the effect of thoughts can influence others because through the thought only we speak, right? And through the thought only we act, right? And our actions and our speaking has a high influence on others. That's the reason we should be very clear and we should be very careful of what we are speaking. So then he will tell sorry to them, then he will go back, then he will understand that. So influencing of thoughts is very, very important. But when we are getting influenced, we should be in a position like whatever we are listening is correct. Everyone says something called as art of listening. and there is something called as art of enlightenment. What is art of listening? Yes, everyone speaks many things. Okay, in the family or else outside the world, whenever we are interacting with so many people, we come across so many situations. But what we are taking is called as art of listening or else art of taking. I'll give you a small example. We do attend functions, right? We do attend gatherings. So when we go there, we will be provided with the buffet. So there, what do we do? Even though so much food is available, even though so much varieties of food is available, we will choose what is needed for us. Okay, and we will leave away what is not needed for us. When we have so much, priorities on choosing food, why don't we have the same priorities on choosing our thoughts? Have we ever questioned ourselves, right? The intake of food is so much clear and the intake of food is so much prioritized. So however, then how should be the thoughts? Even the thoughts should be crystal clear when we are listening. In the same way, the thought should be crystal clear when we are speaking. So this clarity comes over a period of time. I don't say it comes just like that. There are many ways. Meditation is one of the tool, and reading books is one of the tool. Listening to others' experiences. And second thing is, I would like to share my personal example in academics. So what exactly happened was after my class 12th, somehow I get into a merit seat. I get into a good college, but even then, it was not up to the mark. So in my first semester, I scored only 67%. So my thought process was like I should get at least more marks. I should get distinction, but that is not happening with me. So why is this not happening with me? What is the root cause? Because my thought was not clear. I was like, I can do only this much. Can I change it? As I said, listening to others' experiences. So in the same phase of life, I met Patriji. So when I was speaking with him and so I was giving discourse on few things, then he all of a sudden he said like, sharing is caring, Babu. Whatever you learn, you should share. If it is ABCD, no issues. Share ABCD only. The next day, when you learn ABCDE, share ABCDE. I listened to that. I came back home. That was triggering in my mind. So why don't I give a try? So what I did was for every internals, we used to have 3 internals and 1 external. So I had couple of friends. So I used to call them home. Whatever I learn, I used to teach them. So over a period of time, I didn't understand what was happening, but there was progress in my reports. Whereas there was a point in time where I understood the moment I learn, there will be one particular topic or there will be one particular instance, there will be one particular program. Okay, when I'm learning, my receptivity is something. But when I'm teaching the same, what exactly happening was the clarity on that particular program, like how it should work means the more I share, the better I was understanding. So this happened in my life. So then I understood, okay, the clarity is good, the understanding of the program is good. Earlier I used to buy had the programs, but the moment I started explaining them, they used to question a lot. Why is it not like this? Why is it not like that? Again, I should think on it. So again, I should answer them. So then the clarity has increased, whereas the output also got increased. Trust me, I was 67% in my first sem. In my sixth semester of engineering, I secured 94.3, which is a university topper for my Jain University. So this sharing of my knowledge has given me an output. This sharing of knowledge has put me into beneficial state. Then I understood. So why don't I share this with others? What is happening with me is meditation. Then I started, teaching meditation to all my friends because I was beneficial. I want everyone to get benefited from this meditation. So as I said, for all these things, what is happening is your thoughts. If your thoughts are clear, you can do whatever you want. And if your thought is crystal clear, you can do even more. So everyone says Sankalpa Shakti, right? There is a beautiful quote which says, Muktabhimani mukto hi baddho baddhapi manyati kim vadanti hai satyeham ya matihi sa gatir bhavet. So what does this sloka says? Ya matihi sa gatir bhavet. How your mati, like how your state, how your state of mind is your, gatihi means, gatir bhavet means that situation. So if your mind is clear and if your mind is perfect, then your state of living is perfect. If this is not perfect, the other thing is not perfect. So everyone says the same thing. Even Shakespeare says, right? So there is nothing good or bad, but thinking makes it so. I think you people would have come across this. Many things will happen in our life, even with our family also. Many things will happen. It is good, it is not bad, but it's just your thinking. For example, we have a kid at home. Okay, he will spoil few things. Sometimes we do get angry. At the same time, sometimes we do laugh at him. We do feel happy when he does it sometimes, because it is just your state of mind. Why are you angry the other time? Why are you happy the other time? Have you ever questioned to yourself? It might be anything. So the state of mind plays a very important role in everyone's life. If your state of mind is clear, you can, you can take whatever you want. I'll share a small example. This happens in our corporate life also. Or when we go to office, our colleague says, if I want to apply for a leave or something, he says, dude, today our boss mind is good. He is in a very good state of mind. Why don't you go and ask for your leave? We come across this, right? So, and the other same colleague says sometimes, dude, today his state of mind is not correct. It's better you don't speak with him. So, why don't you be the boss for your state of mind? Have you ever questioned this? So, I always work on this because it's a day to day scenario. Thoughts never stop. So, as the state of mind. So, we should keep analyzing ourselves like what we are doing all the time. Yes, there will be few ups and downs. That is common in everyone's life. It should be a sinusoidal wave always. It should not be a flat line because we are dead. So how do I get all these thing or else all this kind of understanding is through regular practice of meditation and through regular sadhana. And second thing is, yes, we do listen to others, we do read books, we do practice meditation, but there is something called as common sense, which we always think because n number of person says n number of things. Okay, but what is correct for us at that point of time, or else whatever we feel correct should take it. That comes only through common sense. Because sometimes someone says, I told you to do like this, why didn't you do? He says, I did in the same way, but the output is not correct. Then he says, Baba, that's my way of doing things. You should have your own way of doing things. So what has happened to your common sense? So everything, all of these things are related to your mind. All of things are related to the thought process. Everything is related to your breath. If you want to control your mind, the only thing is you got to go with the breath. So when you are with the breath, the mind becomes empty. So I suggest everyone to practice more meditation. And second thing is kindly question yourself every day. What is happening with your life? And why is it happening with your life? And what is the root cause? Once this why, what, and when are done, second thing is why not? Why should I forget things? Why shouldn't I forget things? Oh, yeah, there is one more beautiful thing. Everyone says, if something happens, hey, forgive him, dude. Why should we forgive instead of forget? Forgiving means nothing. Instead of that, why don't you forget the situation only? Next time when that person comes, speak to him in a normal way because you have forgotten things. Even though you forgive things, that will be in your mind, right? But when you forget, that will be erased from your mind. So this forgive and forget, they play a very important role. Okay. So try to practice this. Try to forget more than forgiving others. And second thing is start thinking about the solution rather than the problem. And third thing is question yourself when something is happening in your life. Why not instead of thinking why? So these three things I do practice regularly. And second thing is like have positive affirmations always. Have miraculous affirmations. It might be with your life, or it might be with your surroundings, or it might be for the nature. So try to practice affirmations also with a positive note and see the changes. What I suggest is like things do happen, but over a period of time. But for that happening, what you need to have is patience. Okay. Utmost patience comes from utmost practice. Utmost patience comes from, you know, utmost dealing with the things, dealing with the situations. Kindly consider every challenge as an opportunity and don't consider it as a challenge, because when you consider it as a challenge, ego comes into play. I need to do it. I have to do it at any cost. But when it comes it as an opportunity, when you change it into an opportunity, you will be thinking like, okay, there is some opportunity for me. Why don't I succeed in this? See, there is a thinking in your thought process when it is a challenge and when this is opportunity. So it is again person dependent, and then again it is state of mind dependent, and again it is mind dependent. So every situation in your life, if you go through the root cause, if you go to the source, that is related to your mind only. Okay, everything. Sometimes, for example, recently I met with an accident. I was driving my car. All of a sudden, a lady came and I hit the car, and then she fell down. When we saw the CCTV camera, mistake was on both the ends. She started shouting. I was quiet. I was quiet. I was quiet because I understood that I should not react. I should respond. Then I took her to the hospital. Everything was fine. But when going back, I handed over her vehicle after properly getting repaired. She said, "I'm sorry." Morning when she was shouting at me, by the end of the day, she is telling sorry. How did it happen? Is I couldn't react and I didn't react because reacting doesn't give me any solution rather than respond. But having that thought process at that point of mind, okay, is very important. That's what today my class is all about. So have clear thoughts, okay, and have clear state of mind and have proper intake of food. So that is the solution for many of the problems. And especially in relationships, don't try to release unnecessary thoughts. It might be with your father, with your wife, or with your mother. Okay, when something happens, try to forget it. Don't think like next time when this happens, I should speak like this with him, because there you are providing an opportunity. There you are releasing opportunity for the nature to create such situation. So when you are, what to say, uh, they say right, when you have grip on these kind of thoughts, when you have control on these kind of thoughts, your life will be fruitful and successful always. Okay, thank you.
Shall we start the meditation? Will you do like guided meditation or like how?
No, normal you can play the music. I'll just speak at some point of time.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you playing any music?
Yeah. Is it audible?
No, it's not audible.
Okay. Just a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's audible now. So masters, kindly cross your legs, hands into hands, fingers into your fingers. Close your eyes and observe the breath. Normal, natural breath. As Adi Shankaracharya says, Nischala Chitte Jivan Mukti. If you want to have that Jivan Mukti, let us go thoughtless. Let us become Nischala Chitte. That happens only through the breath. Making our mind empty clears all the problems in our life. Let us go with the breath. Normal, natural, inflow of breath and outflow of breath. Miraculous thoughts leads to miraculous happenings in life. Let's always try to have miraculous thoughts. Every situation in life is a choice, either to face it or to run away from it. In order to have a wonderful choice, in order to have a wonderful learning, we need to undergo the choice. In order to have that choice, we should have a clear state of mind for accepting the choice. If we have control on our mind, we can have control on our worldly affairs. Being aware in current situation, let us all get rid of influence of thoughts from others. Let us always try to have our own thoughts and crystal clear thoughts and miraculous thoughts. Let us be aware of the fact that all the situations in life are temporary. So let's not rupture our relationships. Let's not rupture our social life. Let's not rupture our professional life. Let us try to balance everything and let's try to have miraculous affirmations always. As we clearly know, we create our own realities moment to moment. Let us create beautiful realities in and around us and across the nation, across the world. Living in the present moment can create beautiful realities. Being aware in the present moment can create very good realities. As there is a saying in Telugu, ఊపిరి ఉంటే శివం, ఊపిరి లేనివాడు శవం. So let's try to be Shivam rather than Shivam. We become what we think. As Vivekananda says, as we sow, so we reap. Let us sow miraculous thoughts. Let us reap miraculous results. We are defined by our thoughts. Let us have positive thoughts. Let us have miraculous thoughts. The food we take always has a positive, powerful impact on our thoughts. Let us try to take sattvic food and vegetarian food always. Kindly be with the breath, my dear friends. Practice to forget things in life. Practice to forget situations in life, whichever is disturbing your thoughts. Learn to forget rather than forgiving. Friends, kindly place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So we are done with the meditation. Any questions, or can we end the session?
Yeah, it's very nice meditation. I saw in my thought eye something you are giving me. Only the hand I saw, and you have the ring. The stone is white color, and
Okay.
something is giving. I don't
To
know
be
what is
frank,
that.
I have that ring. I think
Oh,
some
okay.
there is some energy exchange has happened.
Yeah, I saw something is giving. I saw only the off here from here to there. I can see the hand.
Yes. So there is some energy exchange.
Oh,
Sharing is
it's
caring.
nice.
So let us share for everyone. I have that ring. Whatever you are explaining, I do have it.
Wow. How it's um
See, that's what. When you don't expect anything, at the same time, when you don't have anything in your mind, things will happen. Okay. The
okay.
only thing what you should have is like when you that as I said, your thoughts are crystal clear. My thought is clear today that I want to share whatever wisdom, whatever knowledge I have. I cannot share my wisdom because wisdom is personal experience, knowledge is knowing things. So whatever I know, I want to share. My thought was crystal clear of sharing, and that exchange has happened.
Yeah.
And there is nothing like I am getting beneficial or you're getting beneficial. No such
Mm,
thoughts. The only thing is I want to share whatever knowledge I have with you guys, and that sharing has happened. That has you have seen that.
yeah.
So then it's a clear sign of happening. Then it's a clear sign of I'm good. It's a result like whatever has happened. So this is
That's
what
very nice.
your thoughts play a very important role, and this is what meditation helps. In having these kind of thoughts. And
Mm,
there is no good thought and no bad thought. It is just your state of mind, because there is no such situation like you should always get the result only, because there were many experiments performed. What is important is the attempt, right?
yeah.
So as I said, being a big fan of cricket. I wish India should win every match, but we don't win. But there is an effort.
Yeah.
So after speaking so much of spirituality today, in the year 2019 when India lost to New Zealand in semi-finals, I banged my office glass. Is that correct? No, it's not correct.
No.
So later I realized, why am I so emotional? So it happens. As I said, through regular practice only we can have control of all these things. By just saying meditation, doing once in a week or twice in a week, that will not fetch you whatever you want. Sadhana is very very important. That is what Maharshis, yogis use it to do, right? That's the reason they had so much of control of what they are speaking. Yes, I do meditation, but I should regularly practice. One should regularly practice. If I have an MRF bat, I will not become Sachin Tendulkar unless until I practice, regular shots,
Right.
regular drives. In the same way, every situation is same, but only thing is you should think whether you are reacting or responding. And today I was very clear of sharing my knowledge with you guys, and I'm very happy that you saw it.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah. And
thank you.
from last 3 days, every morning I wake up around 4:30 something,
Yes.
and I'm doing like 1 hour meditation under the
Oh, great,
pyramid.
great.
Okay. From last 3 days, I'm keep observing in my ears the noise is like I'm listening without meditation as in the normal hours as well. I'm hearing the noise is like keep coming. Still when I'm talking to you, I can observe the noise is like
That's what you are aware of your present situation, what is happening with you.
mm,
This is the change everyone should get. This is the change the entire New Zealand should get,
yeah.
because the time has come for everyone to become a sadhaka or a yogi.
Yeah, still I have to improve some more like yeah, as you said sadhana. That's it.
Yes. You have
So
that thought and you have that zest of improving yourself. That is more than enough. That will take you, because it is a choice, right? You can speak now, you can tell now. I don't need it. You are telling you need it, means that is what is important.
mm,
So having that thought is very beautiful thing,
yeah.
because as the saying tells, if the disciple is ready, the teacher appears. If
Mm,
your need, if your thought is clear, that will happen.
yeah.
So you spoke about pyramid, right? So pyramids
Mm,
are very beautiful houses of energy. I suggest you to do an experiment which I did for 6 days. Try to be in water or juices for 1 day without sugar, okay, without salt and without any pepper. Raw juice.
mm,
So be in liquid diet for 1 day, whole 24 hours. Try to meditate under the pyramid and try to see the change. Of course, there will be giddiness, there will be headache because some kind of detox happens in your body.
yeah.
But if you want to feel the real energy, okay, this is one of the tool, because I was in water for 5 days. I did regular practice of meditation under the pyramid. I used to see like my physical body as an empty water bottle, and someone is
Mm,
pouring the energy. So then I realized, yes, pyramids are storehouse of energy. Then I did that, then I worked on website. So you can practice this, you can give it a try.
okay. How many hours you continually do the meditation?
See, when I
Like
was
so.
doing fasting, I used to do 3 hours a day. Morning, 1 hour. Afternoon, my office was next to a care center in Bangalore, so I used to go
Okay.
there 1 hour of meditation. Once I come back home, get fresh up, again do 1 hour of meditation, have some water and sleep.
So you didn't feel any
Yes, it was
hungry?
there. I used to
It's
get
just,
tired. I used to
uh,
get giddiness, but once I sit for meditation, I used to sleep. I don't know, because of energies might be. But once the
mm,
meditation is done, I used to feel fresh and I used to feel energetic.
okay.
But 3 hours I used to do every day for 5 days. Again, I
Yeah.
came back to liquids and
Mm,
solids.
3 days, not 3 days. I think 4 days back something. When I'm using this pyramid, the
Yes,
cap pyramid,
yes,
um, I'm just like sitting uh, the pyramid.
yeah.
I observed someone open my skull.
Oh, okay,
Okay, and something they are doing.
okay.
I clearly observed something they are fitting like that. I saw they wear the white glasses and something they are like moving there and something they are
Means
fitting.
some surgery has happened. We do
Yeah.
hear these kind of experiences in India. And some surgery has
Okay.
happened. They say it as astral surgery, but I don't know, because it is
Mm,
happening in your physical body. But some change has happened in you. Some transformation has happened.
yeah, I clearly observed. They just like open it and I saw two
Okay.
hands, and they are putting some. I don't know. I saw. I like clearly, like crystal clear.
Yeah.
I saw. It's very nice. And a few weeks ago, at that time I don't have any pyramid. I'm just doing the meditation on the floor. So what I observed, if you try to um, sit in the water, how it will be bump up. If you
Yeah.
want to sit in under the water, how you like coming like up. So I observed one of that, and something is closed on me. I'm not sure. Is it like on I'm under the uh, like mud or under the water? I don't know what exactly, but I'm something under. So on the top of that, something is there. I observe the same time um, from my third eye. I saw the small pyramid, very small, tiny pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, that one came very big, like a mountain, and that is like a brown color pyramid.
Okay. So
That's
wonderful experiences, Jay. Good to hear you. And
yeah,
try to practice more and try to teach more
yeah,
and try to read more books. And as I said, it's your thoughts. That's it. That's define you. As there is a saying, face is the index of mind and words are the index of soul.
So is a word defines us. That's it. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Chaitanya.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and literally I saw something you share the knowledge today.
Yes. Thank you, Jay, and thank you, PSSM New Zealand. Okay, stay in touch.